listening and watching to the entertainment zone, the world of entertainment TV. Today is 11th of June 2023. So guys, this morning we woke up to videos, pictures circulating on social media coming from the United Kingdom, UK. Is practically a bit of a fight between Mainandi, who is Olinda Nkomo, and Tallyn. And they're telling Ndudzo kuno vasingamuzive, she is ex-wife waNokusunguni. Singazive kuti vakadzokerana here vachirerese, but all I know is that vakasiyana. But anyway, inyaya iripo nyaya yekuti vanetsana, and everything was on social media, everything was live, and uono kuti Mainandi when it comes to nyaya dzema situations, she always wants to keep my V11, she always wants to keep my my receipts of everything which is happening, so that mangwana zvisazonetsa. And so Mainandi issued a statement regarding to that whole live video yavaita papage pawo, and again she wanted to explain what really happened between her and this lady Tallyn Ndudzo. And so she wrote my public statement in regards to Tallyn Ndudzo attacking me. I had a pre-arranged meeting with the promoters that are bringing in Zari. Yes, Zari ndoepa young famous yepa Netflix where, and is Zari. She's ex-wife wa Diamond Platnumz from Tanzania. Being later than expected, I checked myself into a hotel while I was waiting for them. Unfortunately, my phone goes onto not to disturb at 10 p.m. and the only person that can get through my emergency contacts. I sleep and only heard the phone when I received a call from Sean at 0026. Sean, that's Olinda Chapel's son, saying people were looking for me and has been waiting to have the meeting, but I seem to have disappeared. I called the team and made my way to them, only to find Tallyn sat at the table. I asked why she was part of the meeting, and she said she speaks on behalf of World Remit, and that they want to sponsor the show, which is a lie, as World Remit would follow the correct process with contracts etc. I told my two business partners that I have a bad history with Tallyn because of the lies she created when I was pregnant with my daughter, and that I would never sit at the same table as Tallyn and would never do business with her. Tallyn was drunk and intoxicated, and she got up and wanted to hit me. Unfortunately, two guys blocked her and a second had to restrain her. I took my bag to leave, and as I said, I would not be reduced to her level. She went on to fight almost 4 men and beating every man in her way. The gentleman chose not to hit her back, as if the police were to be involved, they would get into trouble. She finally managed to get to me, and she punched across my mouth where my gums were bleeding and I had bruises on my mouth. She tried grabbing my hand and hurt my wrist etc. The guys jumped back into action and restrained her. At this point, I then called the police, who could hear and record her throwing insults and shouting. She made so many accusations that I am spreading HIV, that I slept with Endemurizo and other artists when they come to the UK. These people have never met me in my life. She called me broke, and she said Ndiri Bishu sleeping with everyone. She went on to accuse my husband of wanting her, thinking it would trigger me to wreck, just like she did in 2018. All of this is on CCTV, and she was trying to grab knives, bottles, because we were in a restaurant. Police arrived and they have opened a case against her where she will be questioned and further investigation will take place. All my bruises, swollen wrists and cuts have been documented by myself, the police etc. Even though I felt one of the officers was brushing off the issue, my lawyers are aware of the assault, the disability discrimination. I recently completed my law degree and completely aware of the law and its contents, which include in the UK there are laws that protect individuals living with HIV or AIDS from discrimination. It is illegal to insult or discriminate against someone with HIV or AIDS under the Equality Act 2010. Specifically, the law prohibits discrimination on the grounds of a person's actual or perceived disability, including HIV and AIDS. The Act applies to all aspects of a person's life, including employment, education, healthcare, provision of goods and services, and access to housing. Individuals with HIV or AIDS in the UK are protected by law and have the same rights as everyone else. If someone is insulted or discriminated against because of their HIV status, they can seek legal redress through the courts. An individual who is found guilty of such an offense can face fines, imprisonment, or both. Additionally, the victim may be entitled to compensation for any damages they suffered, including physical or emotional harm caused by the discrimination. It's important to note that ignorance about HIV or AIDS is not a legal defense under the Equality Act. Everyone has a responsibility to treat others with respect and dignity, regardless of their HIV status or any other disability. She was recorded on my phone and the police heard her insult me, and it's on CCTV too, where she repeatedly used HIV as an insult towards me. I will not be taking this lightly and have every intentions of taking this matter to the highest levels where police and courts are concerned. Assault and insults should not be commended, and World Remit will be made aware of the individual's conduct, as I don't believe they would support this drunken, abusive behavior which has caused actual injury. Thank God for CCTV and having multiple phones to record this wrongdoing. You can't physically force me to do business with you, and using violence to intimidate me to do so. My deprivation of liberty was violated, and this by someone who has a repeated criminal history. I never approached Tallyn to be part of any meetings, and I was never alerted to her being here prior, or else I would have chosen not to attend, as I know very well for years she has been trying to provoke me. It's also my understanding she has been asked to leave the location a number of times by the business owner before my arrival, as he knew very well that I would never conduct with her, and she refused and instead on staying. As a law-abiding citizen, I would never attack back because it means I'm committing the same crime. I did a Facebook Live, which is in my archive of all of this, and I will upload all videos and clear pictures when it's light. Mosquera Zwakanaka. This is what Amainandi wrote on her Facebook page, explaining what really happened between her and Tallyn Duzo. And yes, I mean, every story have two sides, side A and side B. I'll be back here with side Tallyn. Of course, she has to say something. I mean, she had to defend herself, Panya. But at the end of the day, this is so embarrassing. I mean, when you are in a foreign country, and it's not good to have a criminal record in a foreign country. And whether to on my paper kakwana still, you need to be on your best behavior, especially in a foreign country whereby they do take these charges seriously. Kuna dzimwe nyika kana munyika medu docket tongosangoti disappear kana nyaya yosangovhura docket nyaya yongotonhora yakadaro because officer anenge apuwa mari yedrink. But kuna dzimwe nyika aiwa vanototora nyaya idzi kusvika kumapena chako chaivo kutoti dzimwe nguva you end up losing your stay in that country. Unotosunga wotodeportwa back to your country. So I don't advise people to get themselves into trouble, especially panyaya dziri very pity like these stories. I mean, inyaya dzekutoti hazitombodi kuti vanhu vabatane pahuro because of ABCD. Hapana nyaya imbori ipapo. But again, munongozwa kana kuti vanhu vakasangana maziso vanhu vakawanda. At the same time, dzimwe nguva hasha dzinoparira zvinhu zvisina basa rese. And you are there in a foreign country to make a living, to take care of your families and stuff, and you should be on your best behavior to do so, not kuva muchinetsana tunyanya basa rese for real. But anyway, we're gonna be waiting for Tallyn kuti atudzewo side rake kuti zvakamira sei, what really happened here, because amene andi vane mavhile even wanawo zvakare vane videos and everything, so we wait to hear the other side of the story. But as for now, please don't commit crime in a foreign country. Ashpere mushe. Entertainment Zone, the world of entertainment TV. Remember to like, share, comment and follow us everywhere: Instagram, Facebook. We are also available on our Facebook group, which is Zimex TV Zimbabwe. Bless up.